In 2014, at 59 years old, you were inducted into the WWE Hall-of-Fame.
Yeah.
And Diamond Dallas Page was actually on the microphone.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Incredible, man. Because that was kind of the stamp that said I've made it back. You know, from everything I've been through, from everything I've done, I've made it back.
Yeah. That same year, though, you actually got diagnosed with cancer?
Yeah, cancer on the back of my leg. Yeah. They had to cut it out.
And they got it out fully?
Yep. Yep.
Right. You said, if the devil can't defeat me, cancer doesn't stand a chance in hell.
True that.
Okay.
You know, anytime I have left on this planet, man, is a gift. Because the things that I did and the way I lived, it's amazing that I'm even here. But I am. And while I'm still here, I'm trying to help as many people as I can. Those that are in addiction, man, I love those people, man, because they're so lost. They're so hopeless, you know, and I just want to help, you know, as many as I can, like I said.
Right, because in 2020, you got inducted into the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame Museum.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Everything's beautiful, man.
Yep.
I've got a beautiful life. I've got an opportunity to marry the woman of my dreams, and going to do it. And everything keeps coming up roses.
Well, you said that I've got 8 children. 4 of them still want nothing to do with me. And I understand why, because I wasn't there.
Right.
So you live with your oldest daughter.
Right.
And 3 other kids you have a relationship with.
Right.
The 4 kids that you don't talk to, what happened there?
3 kids.
3 kids, sorry.
Yeah. The 4th one, we just had a disagreement, that's all. With the other 3, they don't want anything to do with me yet. But it's coming. It's coming. They're just waiting to see what I do.
Okay.
They're waiting to see what I do is real. You know, they love their mother very much. They're worried that I'm going to hurt their mother. But that's not happening.
Well, I mean, the fact that you managed to reconcile with your oldest daughter, who really, you know, based on the documentary, she had a lot of pain.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the whole fuck you daddy thing and all that type of stuff. I mean, I cried a little bit watching that.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
But, I mean, you've been 11 years sober now?
Yeah.
For someone who's watching this, and, you know, I've interviewed a lot of people who've had drug issues over the years. What do you think has kept you sober this long? Because 11 years is a very long stretch for someone with your background.
Yeah, it's incredible. I think what's kept me sober is the joy that I'm having with this fresh new life. You know, where everything is good, where I like me, and I like what I do. I like who I'm helping. I enjoy doing signings, man, and listen to these people's story, how I affected them in their lives, and when did they see me first, and what were they doing? Was it with granddad or your dad or whatever, you know, just hearing these stories and watching their smiles. That's something I never experienced before.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have 8 kids. How many grandkids do you have?
11 so far.
11 so far. Yeah, I remember watching the movie The Wrestler.
Yeah.
And I remember there was that scene when he goes to the autograph signing and he's looking around the room and there's guys in wheelchairs and leg braces and canes and everything else like that. And that's a real thing. This wasn't just a movie. When you look at all your peers, I mean, a lot of them have passed away, unfortunately. Right. The ones that are still alive, a lot of them are physically very messed up.
Yep.
I mean, is this a sport that people walk away from healthy? You know, I mean, for example,
No.
even, you know, yeah, like Hulk Hogan. Like I remember being at a wrestling match and they were saying that he was with a walker backstage. Like he could barely walk.
Yeah.
When you look at all the guys that really did it, everyone walks away really messed up.
Yeah.
You know, it's, you
It
know,
demands way too much.
now your brother, well, two of your brothers ended up wrestling, right?
No, one brother.
One brother and a sister
And
wrestled?
a sister wrestled also.
And a sister. There. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
But none of your kids wrestled.
No, God, no.
Okay. So for anyone who's hoping to follow your footsteps to
Don't
get into
do
this
it.
profession, don't do it.
Don't do it.
And why is that?
It's not worth the cost. The cost of your physical being and the cost on your family. It's not worth it. Not for everything that you have to go through. And a very, very small percentage make it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a 1 in a million shot.
Right. I remember I did an interview with Mark Henry. And I remember in the interview, I referred to wrestling as fake. And I remember he said that he wanted to punch me in the stomach for saying that.
Yeah, it's not fake.
I know, but it's predetermined in terms of the outcome.
Yeah. We're foolish enough to allow each other to do things to us. I call it the theater of the insane. The theater of the absurd.
Of the absurd.
Yeah.
Okay. When you hear people say that wrestling is fake and so forth, does that bother you? And does that bother most wrestlers?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Right.
My skin's a lot thicker than that, brother.
I mean, would you say out of all the wrestlers that did it, would you say that The Rock was the one that really walked away with the most success overall?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Right. I mean, not only was he a superstar wrestler, but he still seems like he has his health.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't seem like he's all messed up.
Yeah, he does.
Why do you think that he was able to walk away?
Because he got out of it quick. He wasn't in it but a few years.
Aha.
What was he in it, 5, 6 years?
Right. He made his name and then he went right to Hollywood.
Right out of it.
So that's the way to do it. If you want to do it for a couple of years and then boom.
Yeah, if you can.
Right. Because I remember I interviewed Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
Right. Ken was a legitimate MMA champion.
Right.
Right. Like there's no getting past that part. And he said flat out that he hurt himself way worse doing wrestling than doing MMA.
Yeah.
And MMA, people are seriously trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
Whereas wrestling is supposed to be a show.
Yeah,
But yet,
if you're in MMA, you only do it, once, twice a year?
yeah.
In wrestling, you're doing it 7 days a week.
Why do you think that Vince McMahon pushes for that type of insane schedule?
Because he can. Just because he can. And greed.
What kind of relationship did you and Vince McMahon have?
No,
over
we
the years?
don't have a relationship.
You don't have a relationship
No.
at all? Well, just recently, Vince McMahon had to step down from his position.
Yeah, but he's back.
Okay, right. Because, well, there was the whole $3 million hush money situation.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
Oh, so you've been hearing about this happening before?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, how many instances have you heard?
3.
Okay, so this was him basically sleeping with coworkers and
Yeah.
and having to pay them off
Yeah.
afterwards? Okay. But this is the time that he actually got caught.
This is the time that it got outside the, yeah,
The bubble.
yeah.
Okay, when you heard about that, what'd you think?
Go, Vince, go. That's Vince.
Right. So because of that whole situation, he had to step down as the president of WWE. But then it was announced that the Saudis are buying
Right.
the WWE and he might come back.
Right.
Now, what have you heard based on your insider?
I haven't heard anything else.
Okay.
I try not to listen.
But you think he'll be back?
He's back now.
He's back now.
He never left.
He never left. Jake the Snake, man, it was truly an honor
Thank you.
to sit down with you. And just the absolute honesty of your whole life. You don't try to sugarcoat anything.
Nope.
You've taken full responsibility for
Damn
all your
straight.
mistakes. And that's not something you see every day. Usually there's excuses and it's not my fault. It was this person or that person, but you actually place it all on yourself. And I think
Yeah, I
that's
do.
the reason why you are where you are right now, being 11 years sober.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best, you and your family. Very happy that you and your
Appreciate
daughter are reconciled.
Yeah.
And man, I hope to see more great things from you in the future.
All right. Take care,
Take
man.
care. Peace.